Today's lesson is just going one more step from the last lesson between 1 and 2 step equations. Now we're going to throw some multi-steps here with some parentheses and brackets and possibly braces. So there's some things we need to do in order to solve these, and we have to eliminate parentheses. That's the whole goal. Then you can combine like terms. Then we can do the PEMDAS opposite order of operations. So like we did last time. So on number 1 here, example, we can go ahead and combine right now because 8x minus 4x is 4x. So this one isn't too bad. And then we work our magic, undo the plus 15, and we get negative 24, and then undo the multiplication of 4 by dividing, and we get negative 6. So that worked out real simple. But on 2, we have parentheses. And in order to simplify this, the first thing we must do is distribute. So that's just a little bit different than what we did earlier. So we're going to distribute the 3 and then combine like terms. So 3 times 2y is 6y, and 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. Now we combine like terms. Negative 21 and 6 is negative 15. Now we work our PEMDAS backwards. So we're going to add instead of subtract 15, and we're going to divide by 6 instead of multiplying by 6, and we have y equal 5. Again, you can pause this anytime you don't understand something. Okay, now number 3 just looks horrendous. Now there's different things we can do, but I'm going to take the way that I would suggest you to do it. And I'm not saying it's the only way or the right way, because there are several ways to do it. I would not do it this way, but I think it's easier for most of you. I would go ahead and distribute first. Now when I distribute 3/7 times 7, the 7s would cancel, and you would have 3y. Now remember, we've done this earlier. We got to erase because now we got to take 3/7 times 28. Well, 7 goes into 28 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So we've got rid of parentheses. Now we combine like terms. Then we undo the add 10. And I know this is going to be weird. 9 minus 10. I'm making sure it's correct. Yep. And then divide by 3. I don't want to steer you wrong here. And we get negative 1/3, which is fine. Let's see, 3/7 would be 3y. 3/7, 7 is 25. That'd be 12. Minus 2 is 10. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Similarly, on this one, we're going to distribute the negative sign. So minus x plus 4 equals 20. Well, 4x minus x is 3x. Hey, now this looks like something we've seen a whole bunch. 3x equals 16. Divide by 3. Leave the answer. Do not use your calculator. 16/3 is just fine for me. Okay? Now they're going to get a little more difficult every step we take here. Not going to mess with that, but I am going to distribute the 5. Okay, well that worked out okay, because 20m minus 2m is 18m. Add 5, we're going to subtract it because we're going to undo it. And we're going to divide by 18 instead of multiplying by 18, and we get negative 1. Now remember the special case. Here is that special case, divided by 4. When we're dividing the whole thing by 4, multiply first. So then we get that, negative 32. Now we can distribute the 3 and have 6x minus 15 equals negative 32. We're going to add 15. Sorry about the noise. And we get negative 17. Got to make sure this is correct. So then we would divide by 6, and we would just leave it like that. Negative 17/6 is just fine with me. I don't think there's any reason to change anything there. Let's see, making sure my math is correct. Multiply by 4, then distribute. Then we're going to add, yep, and we get negative 17/6. Okay, number 7. Ooh, look at all those parentheses and brackets. Okay, now, we've been taught many years ago that parentheses come first. Even in this equation solving stuff, we're going to start inside and work our way out. So, we're going to distribute the negative sign first. Okay, so there's those brackets. Oh, well, actually now we can combine W's, and then negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Then distribute the 2 times negative W, 2 times negative 1. We're going to add 2. Negative 2W equals 4. Divide by negative 2, and W equals negative 2. Number 8, we just have a lot of fractions, which is no big deal. We're going to distribute, okay, and we practiced these fractions earlier in the year already. 3's will cancel. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So that's going to be 1/2 x. And remember, then we need to erase this because we're going to have to do it when we multiply by 3 now. 3 goes into negative 3 one time. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And then we can write everything else down. We just copy everything else. Now, combine like terms. Well, 4 minus 2 is plus 2. 1/2 minus 7/2 is negative 6/2 x. But I'm pretty sure we know that that's negative 3. Looking good so far. Subtract 2. Now, what's 3/4 minus 2? Well, 2 is 8/4, right? Well, 3 minus 8 is negative 5/4. We're going to divide by negative 3. Negative divided by negative is positive, so we can go ahead and just get rid of the negative sign. And then 5/4 divided by 3 is 5/4 times 1/3. Remember, multiply by the reciprocal. Multiply 5 times 1, 4 times 3, and we get 5/12. Now, obviously, if you have a calculator, it makes things a lot easier. So make sure that if you have any questions, you just look through this video and see if you can find the answers, or go come find